First and foremost, I think it's very important to talk about the consumers themselves. It's always good to check products information. Check the product you buy. Check if it has NAFDAC number. Check if it has expired. Check if the seal is different from what you perceive to be original. So in as much as consumers do have rights, they do have responsibilities. And one of the responsibilities of a consumer is a personal decision. Do you understand me? You know where you're walking in to buy your product so that you won't buy things.
Afo, now wow, long time. Baba, now what for you? Just abandoned boys.
How's it going?
Now wow,
Good to see you now. After all this one.
Now you leave us now.
But
no be full sky walk. Now let you walk. Baba leave this thing.
Work day different.
Work day different. Work day different. Chairman can't walk, and ordinary people can't walk.
Are they happy to see
Update.
We thank God. We thank God. Good to see you again.
Thanks for joining.
Tell me the secret. When you look at the mirror in the morning, what do you see?
Fine man.
This is old man. This is old man.
This is our full guarantor.
I love that.
Yeah.
When I grew up.
I love that.
When I grew up. All right, guys. So you're welcome to this edition of Urban Life. We're glad to be here again. As usual, my name is Femi Ononuga. I'm a management consultant, and I do other things. I do business. I do a few other things.
Aproko.
I do Aproko only on Fridays. On Friday mornings, I do Aproko. So it's nice to have you guys here again. Thank you very much for tuning in.
Bumi Aleshinloye, safety consultant, businessman, media guy. Thank you.
So we have a very interesting friend and brother in the house today. I don't even know how to describe him. I honestly don't know. But I'll let him speak a bit about himself, just high level. I'm sure by the time we start talking, you get a bit more understanding of who he really is. We really can't do justice to describing him, so we'll allow him introduce himself. So Afo, who do we have here today?
Yeah, thank you very much. I will do the bits I can do.
Yes.
My name is Afolabi Sholebo. First and foremost, I'm a lawyer. I'm a prosecutor with the Ministry of Justice and also the general manager of the leading consumer protection agency in the country, that is the Lagos State Consumer Protection Agency, LASCOPA.
Thank you. So guys, you see that we brought a big fish today. Big fish.
It's going down.
It's really going down today.
So
wait to consumer protection. That means that if I buy something, if I order for something and I get a wrong version of what I ordered, you are the guy to talk to, or your agency is the place to come.
Is the agency to speak to, especially if it's in this Lagos State.
In this Lagos State, plenty case deal.
A whole lot.
Particularly with this online ordering, what I ordered versus
what was delivered.
What was delivered.
Sure.
I'm sure you guys, you have plenty cases to deal with. But how has that been? Let's get an understanding of how does this work? How does this work generally?
Yeah, thank you very much.
To a layman.
I think I will not talk without talking about how this whole thing came into this part of the world. The President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria now, Ashwadi Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, when he was the governor of Lagos State, he established this Directorate for Citizens' Rights under the Ministry of Justice.
All right.
And in that directorate, we have about 4 now agencies. Okay. We have the Directorate of Office of the Public Defender. We have the Citizens Mediation Center. We have the Human Rights Department, and we have the Consumer Protection Unit.
Okay.
Then, and why this? Because of this avalanche of complaints by members of the public, particularly Lagosians, always complaining about them being cheated. And also, when you look at the 1962 act by the United States of America under J.F. Kennedy, that was when the issue of buyer beware, that caveat emptor, moved to consumers too must be protected. Even if you're buying a product and the product is not serving you for the purpose for which you're buying, it goes to show that the manufacturer of that product intentionally wants to exploit the consumers. So we should be grateful for that. But then, being just a unit, it wasn't backed by law. So in 2015, the agency was moved to the Ministry of Commerce, Cooperative Trade and Investment.
So you left the Ministry of Justice.
Yes, and now under Commerce, because it's about trade.
Trade, okay. Yeah.
So in 2015, a law established the agency backed by the Lagos State Consumer Protection Law. Though now we have the 2025 law, which was signed by, Mr. Governor of Lagos State, Mr. Babajide Olusola Sanwo-Olu, who has been really helping promoting and projecting the rights of consumers in Lagos State, because he believes that it is zero tolerance for breach of consumer rights in this state, no matter whose ox is God.
Thank you.
Interesting. I'll tell you this. I haven't heard about anything like consumer protection before now. And I did the research. I realized that there's even a federal version of it called FCCPC. And if you have FCCPC running from Abuja and you have LASCOPA running from Lagos, is there any form of synergy between both of you? And I'll say why. I've had cases where people in Abuja will buy something online, resident in Lagos, and they will, of course, you have quite a number of unscrupulous people online.
Yeah.
So this idea of what we bought as against what we got happened to this, my friend. Until today, we've not been able to resolve it. So is there any line that I'm crossing if I call from Abuja to say I have issues with somebody in Lagos? Who takes charge? At one point, do I call you? At one point, do I need to speak with FCCPC? Is it not contradictory somehow? I don't know.
Yeah, thank you very much. Let me just... you're very correct that a lot of people are yet to be much aware of the work that the Lagos State Consumer Protection Agency is doing. But I can tell you without mincing words that when I assumed office in 2020, sincerely, the agency was not as this popular. But you know, when you're given an assignment by the state to do something, you have to do it to the best of your knowledge. And we started by kicking it by meeting all other stakeholders, particularly regulators, NAFDAC, Standard Organization of Nigeria, the Manufacturer Association of Nigeria, the NECA, and all of them. So particularly the federal body, that is the Federal Competition and Consumer Protection Commission. And when you look at the law that established LASCOPA, and you look at that one that established the Federal Competition and Consumer Protection Commission, that is the FCCPC, that is the Federal Act of 2018. There are some sections in the law of Lagos State that are not in the federal. I made effort by going to Abuja on different occasions, but when the present executive vice chairman came on board as the person at the helm of affairs, I visited and we discussed extensively. He was very happy to receive me. He's like my egbon and everything. Then we discussed at length that how come that we cannot collaborate to work together so that what is not even in the state law, we can work together
and invoke the
federal law. And I can cite example of the issue of aviation, which we all know that is under the exclusive list.
That's a very troublesome
Then
one.
you talk about the issue of no refund policy, the issue of supermarket displaying prices of goods, which is very important.
What about banking?
The issue of banking. And I can say, even before that, between 2020, when I was in office, the agency have recovered over 40 million naira and over 10,000 US dollars from both local and international airlines. to the extent that recently we just recovered a sum of over 400,000 naira for loss of luggage
No,
from an international airline.
Afo, please let me come in here.
Yes.
I don't know how humble your agency can be, but I feel you guys are very humble because you don't celebrate your success. I read that you guys have recovered over 860 million naira.
Yeah, precisely 870 million. The 860 million naira was January.
Okay, yes.
But now we are in March, so it's February. It's over 873 million naira.
A lot of people don't know about you.
People have been asking me same questions, and my response will be that how many people do listen to our local radios? How many people do listen to LTV8? And even recently,
No, we do Netflix and.
No,
do you understand?
What Gen Z is here?
And these are the things that concern us.
What do you call this?
You click it.
Oh yeah.
Which finger is it? This one?
I don't know.
And we went further some 3 years ago to be on the Instagram, on Facebook, and on X. And as at the time we started that, we have about 700 followers.
Yeah.
But I can tell you till now we have over almost 7,000.
Yeah.
People.
I checked you out. Over 6,000.
Over 6,000 we have
right.
on our followers. We keep improving, and we will tell you, we are not where we were.
Sure.
But we are not
where we
want to be. But we keep pushing. Because when you talk about the mission and the vision of the agency, it says to protect consumers against any form of unscrupulous trade practice and to ensure that consumers do get value for money and satisfaction. And the vision is to continue to promote consumer rights through continuous public enlightenment. So when it says continuous public enlightenment, we keep encouraging people. And our people, they believe that government, this government, that they don't do this. And we keep telling them, trust the system. That is why I can encourage people, if you really want to know what the agency has been doing, just follow us on Instagram. You will see people giving live testimonials about how they were shocked. And I can cite different examples. How can you walk into a automobile company and you buy a brand new vehicle, and within 2-3 months, 5 months, 6 months, it's start giving you issue? This is a vehicle that is supposed to have at least 3 or 4 or 5 years warranty.
Okay. Sorry. Does your mandate now cover even warranty?
Yes, that is exploitation, unfair trade practice. So if you are selling me a vehicle, a brand new vehicle, I expect it to serve me for that period. I've used a brand new vehicle which has never given me any issue. But some people will buy within a few months, start giving issue. So you have a right as a consumer to lodge your complaint with the Consumer Protection Agency, which will carry out investigation. And in most cases, if we have recovered over 230 million naira, from different automobile companies, apart from sales, we're even talking about fixing. Let me give you a particular one, but I won't mention names. Somebody drove a Range Rover to a particular top automobile company for fixing of the transmission, that is the gear.
Yeah.
And upon fixing the transmission, big companies like that, they must diagnose a car before,
find out what is wrong with
they
it.
will know what is wrong with it. So there was nothing wrong with the engine as at the time the vehicle was delivered to them. We were talking about the transmission, that is the gear. But when the vehicle was returned, it started overheating and it didn't stop. They will take it in and bring it back, and it was still overheating. Then the person came to La Scopa and lodged the complaint. We invited the company. They brought their lawyers and everything else. Okay, good. The agency is about mediation and conciliation. But when the rights of the consumers have been infringed upon, we will leave mediation if the matter cannot be resolved, and we'll proceed to court. But in their own wisdom too, they know where we were going. And they asked, what do they do? We said, you have to replace the engine. And the people of Rwanda, they agreed. And I said, you replace the engine, and I want to see the vehicle after the engine has been replaced. and they bought the engine for 40 million naira because it was a Range Rover. And they drove the vehicle to my office. I had to come down. I drove the car myself.
Certified it.
And I certified it with
Sorry. Can I ask a question here?
Yeah.
Consumer protection is not limited to certain class of people. I want to believe.
That is why I said at the show that the breach of consumer rights in Lagos State is zero tolerance. And I said no matter whose fault is God.
Okay, so for some people that cannot afford brand new cars, I've got, let's say, 3-4 million naira. I just want one Toyota Corolla that I can manage around. I don't even know who to call. Because if I can afford money for Range Rover, I can afford to get a lawyer and sue. In this case, I can't even afford to even, buy marijuana for myself. I've struggled, maybe borrow here and there to get this car for 4 million. And there's also some sort of breach of contract here, even though it's not documented. Can you play around this?
Yeah, you can. Before somebody can sell you either a new vehicle or a used one, you have to do your due diligence. Check. You can't just see a car on the road and just buy. You have to take your own mechanic to check the vehicle for you. Okay. And to a very large extent, there must be disclosure. And on the part of the seller. On the part of the seller. It is better for it to be documented because definitely there must be an agreement.
Absolutely.
And there must be a receipt when the vehicle was purchased. And your own mechanic must testify to that fact that the vehicle is in good condition. And whatever area you think, the AC is not working, the alternator is bad, the battery is bad, that is full disclosure. But if that is what was disclosed before, then fine. But if it wasn't disclosed and it started giving you issues, you can come to Last Cooper and report. It has happened before, and we'll help resolve issues like that. And some will come and say, okay, I will fix it. So it's just bringing the two parties together, and it ended up in a win-win situation.
Okay, fine. That's very interesting, and thanks for the insight that you provided. I'm sure our listeners are picking one or two things. Now, how do you also, because it's a two-way street, yeah? How do we ensure that the buyer is not also being mischievous? So, in essence, I'm asking, what will discredit one's case? So I come to you to say someone has sold me this and I don't feel right by what he has sold me. So what steps do you take as an agency to ensure that I'm not being mischievous? I'm not just trying to be funny with the product I bought from whoever. I'll give you an instance. I once had a lounge restaurant that I ran, right? So someone walks into my office, into the lounge, orders for a plate of meal. I think it was afan and poundo yam or something like that. He had almost finished eating the food, only for him to say the food was not nice. So at that point, what do I do? He has almost finished. You should know by the time you take the first or second scoop that this is not nice, I don't want to continue. But the guy practically almost finished the meal, only for him to come back and say, look, it's not nice, I'm going to pay. He wanted to cause some sin. I said, look, I don't have time for this. There were other customers there who were bad. I just said, let's go. I just in my mind assumed that he didn't have money to pay. But so how do you ensure that even the sellers are also not unfairly treated because someone is being unscrupulous with his allegations?
Yeah, thank you very much. You see, I can speak because we've had series of cases. If we have handled over 12,292 cases.
Whoa.
And we've resolved over 11,242 cases. That is, we've seen a lot. What you just said now, that we always have it at the back of our mind that definitely there will be frivolous...
Some funny people, yeah.
Frivolous complaints.
Correct.
And I can start with, there was this issue that went viral on this tomato paste.
Oh, yeah.
And that's the power of the social media. I particularly picked that on the
Oh, you picked it yourself.
on the social media, and I
Okay.
called my team. I said, look for the complainant. They looked for this complainant. The complainant came. The complainant, unfortunately, was whisked away to Abuja,
Wow.
and the lawyer and the husband came, and we asked them series of questions. Though before then, because of we have the product, we had to quick. I went to the market. I bought some at the market, and I bought some at the supermarket.
So
The same
For
batch.
first-hand experience.
The same batch. I bought them. I brought it to the office. Then I now asked the husband that, oh, bring samples of the one you bought.
Yeah.
Do you understand? And I'll put up an invitation to the owner of the business. Initially, because they were not aware of La Scopa, they didn't want to come. They sent in lawyer. I said, no,
I want the main guy.
I want the no owner of the company who can take decision for the company. We always do that. I ensure that
The last man at the
the
chain.
last man at the chain shows up. So they came, the man came and everything, and I listened to both parties, and I said, well, I want the business owner to bring samples of the same batch. They brought it,
Okay.
and I asked those people, where are your
own samples.
funny enough, we didn't hear from there for some time, but with the ones we have
Yeah.
and the ones we took
From the owner.
we took the same to the lab. We took the same to the lab, and after some weeks, when the result came out, this product came out clean. Then we
Wow.
re-invited all parties to sit down, and the complainant
Complainant.
never showed up again.
So it was frivolous.
Oh.
And since we are harmed with the results of the test, we quickly put it out to the public that the product is safe for human consumption. But the twist there is that the complaint was of two legs. I mean, the rant on the social media that the product is bad and the product is killing people. I think it's the issue of the product killing people is the reason why the owner of the business had to whisk away because that
complainant.
allegation is very weighty.
Very weighty.
So, and I can also tell you that so we handle all cases based on its
So in
merit.
that case, so what happened to the complainant? Because he
Well-
obviously has defamed the company.
Yeah,
You'll have lost revenue,
and,
you'll have lost
and
reputation.
yes, and they are still in court
Oh, okay.
Okay.
on it.
Good.
But we've handled the consumer rights
Part of it.
and
Cleared
we
it.
cleared
That's
it.
good to go.
That's part of the frivolous complaints we receive. So we treat all
Sorry,
cases.
so the point that I want our viewers to understand is, so your agency will engage in rigorous investigation
Definitely.
before you get to any conclusion on any matter.
No,
That's very instructive to know.
we don't just jump into court, irrespective of the complaints you're bringing.
Correct. Okay.
We ensure that we do thorough investigations, because like Mr. Governor will say, oh, this agency was not set out to destroy people's business,
Sure.
but to bring,
because life is hard enough.
because not because it's like a law that said not because you're shouting murder, 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 that you kill somebody. If there's no investigation to reveal there was
How do you
homicide,
confirm?
what kind of homicide? Is it manslaughter? Is it involuntary manslaughter? Is it murder? It is investigation that will
That will reveal
reveal.
They'll reveal all
So
of
if
that.
you're making an allegation like they said, the he who asserts must prove.
Must prove.
So we must do a thorough investigation. Number one, we don't want to punish anybody. Number two, we don't want to rub the name of the state in the mud and bring in unnecessary litigation upon the state. So we do our own thorough investigation before concluding. Yeah, there are always frivolous complaints.
So also for me, for purpose of our viewers, because it's not easy to get a big fish like this. So
It's tough.
let's squeeze him as
Tough.
much as we can.
I'm a small fish. Oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
yes.
I hear you. No problem. So for the average man on the street who has a complaint, right? What process should be followed to get results to whoever the complaint is? Please run us through the process.
Yeah, thank you very much. You see, we keep saying that trust in the system. If we have handled so large a number of cases between 2018 and now,
With
talking
huge success.
huge success and everything, with the amount of recoveries and everything, and this cuts across different categories: banking, insurance, I will talk about no refund policy. What I ordered is different from what was delivered. I'm buying things. I'm giving my clothes to tailor. It didn't deliver.
That tailor one you mentioned,
it didn't deliver until after the ceremony.
You cannot do cases as low as that.
It's consumer right.
My tailor.
You paid for service.
Yes.
And you should get value.
Mechanic.
You should get value for money. See, I'm not saying this just for anything. That is why I say people should follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and on X. But I don't want to miss the question asked.
Yes, please, sir.
You can lodge your complaint through various means. We have office in the Ikorodu local government, my own hometown, in the local government. We have in Ikoyi-Obalende LCDA.
Okay.
We have in Bariga LCDA. We have in Badagry local government. And we are also having annex in a few weeks time. We have established Ekpe local government, Isolo local government, and Ojo local government. So the reason for this is that,
and all these guys reporting to you.
Yeah, the reason is that we want to bring Lascopa closer to the people. So that you won't say that I have a matter, this thing happened to me in Ekpe, before I can travel all the way to Ikeja, I must even have spent over the money I want to recover. So that is the essence, and we still want to establish more local. That is why we are pleading with the local government chairman and LCDA chairman to give us offices. And institution, they cannot give us offices, just give us a land where we will build what's this thing called? Porter cabin. That will be well equipped. We'll build it, and apart from visiting physical addresses, you can call us easily on we have a free toll line at 080 00 05 2726. 080 00 05 2726.
Sorry, please, before you finish, let me talk to Abeas. With respect to what's this guy's name again? What's that guy's name? Very dark man. I love the guy. He's doing a good job. But I know quite a number of people who prefer to call very dark man. There's a limit to what very dark man can do with respect to what he does. There's an agency you can call. So please, production manager, please help us put that number there so that people can reach them easily. And if you have any comments, please come on board. And
your social media handles as well. We'll get that and put that on the screen.
We'll put
it on the screen.
Yeah, thank you very much. And also, you can also reach us, which is very easy. Everybody is on social media now. And when you follow LASGCOPA, Lagos State Government Consumer Protection Agency on Instagram, or Lascopa on Instagram, or Lascopa on X, definitely you follow us. You go through our little successes, and you see different categories about erroneous transfer, electricity. So many people don't even know that we treat electricity matters.
People don't know.
The two discos in Lagos State, as I speak with you, yesterday and today, we always have Pali at the last Wednesday and last Thursday of the month. That is Eco Disco and Ikeja Disco simultaneously like that. And from Ikeja Disco alone, we've recovered over 170 million naira as credit adjustment for Lagosians. Yes, like I was saying that even on Instagram, on Facebook, on X, you just need to follow us and see the categories of cases that we've treated. And also, you can lodge your complaints through our email address, lascopa@lagosstate.gov.ng. lascopa@lagosstate.gov.ng or lascopa@gmail.com. With all this, and I can assure you, even on social media, you don't even, sometimes people just complain about a product or about a services rendered and they are not satisfied with. You don't need to come to us, but once we pick it, because my staff are always they are on the floor. So immediately they pick it. Like I've picked many, even like I told you the issue of the issue of somebody that bought a product at the supermarket in GRA. That one went viral, and I had to seal the place. Because the number of expired products that were found in that supermarket, it was sealed for over a month because we were challenged in court.
Afo, please, that brings me to this. Have you had issues with other regulatory bodies, like for instance, NAFDAC? And I'm going somewhere. I know, of course, because this is Urban Life Africa, we talk about urban lifestyle. Of course, some of us go to lounges, clubs, and all of that. And we also know that some of these clubs sell fake drinks. And I think that's the responsibility of NAFDAC, I think.
Yeah.
Have you had cases where you have to settle cases like that?
Yeah. First and foremost, I think it's very important to talk about the consumers themselves. It's always good to check products information. Check the product you're buying. Check if it has NAFDAC number. Check if it has expired. Check if the seal is different from what you perceive to be original. So in as much as consumers do have rights, they do have responsibilities. And one of the responsibilities of a consumer is a personal decision. Do you understand me? You know where you're walking in to buy your product so that you won't buy fake. And peradventure, you know that what you're buying, or you believe that what you bought is fake. Escalate to Lagos State Consumer Protection. You'll be amazed at the way we quickly treat matters. And that is you mentioned NAFDAC and other regulatory bodies. That is the essence of collaboration. Like I said earlier, there are some areas that are not within the jurisdiction of Lagos State Consumer Protection Agency. So what do we do? Like the Federal Competition and Consumer Protection Commission in Abuja. In few days' time, we'll be signing an MOU, and that's a big one for Lascopa. Because when you talk about
cheers.
Thank you.
Cheers to that. That makes sense.
Nice one.
So when you talk about some issues that are not within the purview or within the jurisdiction of the agency, we work together, or we escalate. And once we escalate, we don't just rely on we've escalated. We see to the end of every matter that comes to Lascopa.
What's the average lifespan of every investigation? Average lifespan?
I will say immediately, we don't waste time on anything. That is
and you get justice for whoever.
Definitely, we need to gather information.
Yes.
But in situation where we have all the information, we don't waste time. Even if the respondent is going to be wasting our time, we go with warnings. And you know, the beauty of Lascopa is that the law that establishes talk about mediation and conciliation. But where that fails, you quickly proceed to court. And let me give you an example. There is this merchant that sells human hair, and somebody rushed to Lascopa to say that, I bought hair from these people, and the hair is not good and is bad and everything. And we invited this business owner on several occasions. He refused to come. And in a situation like that, the law is very clear. We proceeded to court. When we proceeded to court, the court looked at it. The court gave judgment that, she must do a refund of the money. But unfortunately, this person still refused to come to court.
Wow.
And even upon the judgment, she refused to.
Contempt of court.
So we went back to court again to get a garnishee order. So all our accounts that has a name or the name of a company were garnished.
Whoa.
So she had no choice. Money can come in, but she cannot withdraw money. So what did she do? She ran to her office. And because that was on social media, that this person, you got judgment against this person and this person has refused to come and everything. So other people that had issues with her rushed to. Wow. So rather than paying the 75,000 naira, she ended up paying millions.
Whoa.
So you can see that no matter whose ox is God, but consumer rights must be protected and promoted in Lagos State. Because in Lagos State, consumers are kings.
I love that.
Nice one.
But
nice.
let me now ask you this. This is not about consumer protection. This is about urban life generally. How do you cope in Lagos? The hustle and also taking kids to school, buying fuel, traffic. How do you cope in this urban city called Lagos?
Well, this is my city. This is my state. I grew up here. I went to school here, except on a few occasions when I have to go. Even when I go outside the country, I always want to run back to my state, to my country. So you can plan so many things. Do you understand me? But there are some things that are beyond you.
Absolutely.
So you should have that shock absorber to be able to manage things, and so that you won't like, oh, this thing is not going good, this is not going good. Even in situations where things are not going good, some people still thrive and make. So you put yourself in that position that, well, no matter what comes my way, I will still try and do my best and adjust if need be to some things.
Sorry.
So life is good in Lagos and Nigeria.
Funny one. Somebody just sent me a text message now. The person said, let me just summarize it. That he went to the club, paid over 300,000 to get a girl home.
To get a girl
home.
Okay.
And this girl had banging body, shapes everywhere. But when they got to where they were going to, he realized that this girl doesn't even have anything called it.
So everything was fixed.
So this guy said he started removing pad here and there. The guy said, can you handle such, because that's still consumer issue?
Well, I will not say that is consumer issue. But it still boils down to that fact that that was a fraud. Because there was no disclosure as to what. Also, they say buyer beware. Definitely, as a guy, probably before you start talking,
maybe he was drunk.
Maybe
I don't close that time.
Maybe your eyes will not open when you say that what you ordered is not what you.
I'm telling you.
So buyer beware too. But at the same time, there will not be any issue as to if there's any financial implication. But so far, you did not touch. Say, I'm gonna carry the road.
You go.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Afo. You're the best. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Thank you for having me.
You know, I always call you Baba. Baba.
So viewers, thank you very much for joining us on this edition. Please do well to follow us. Click and like, share this channel. If you have more questions for Mr. Folabi, please do reach out to us, and we would endeavor to contact him or his agency. Better still, follow his agency, ask the questions, call the numbers. It's toll free, so it's not going to cost you anything. Reach out to them. They are here to help us. They are here to protect us. Money no be water. Money is hard to come by.
I'm telling you.
So as much as possible, please spend wisely and get value for whatever it is that you spend money on.
Yes, not only toll free.
Okay.
The services rendered by La Scopa is free.
Good.
Even when we have to go to court on your behalf, it is free.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Free?
And again, my last message for Lagosians is, if you have bought any product that you are not satisfied with, or you'll be rendered a service that you didn't get value for money and satisfaction, do not suffer in silence.
Is there a time frame? Is there so does that have to be the things are purchased within 1 year, within 2 years? Is there a time frame?
The time frame is 6 months.
So
when you
so
have
guys,
to lodge your complaint.
that's very important. So
You have to lodge your complaint within
from the
6
time you
months.
bought the product to the time you complain, 6 months. So if you don't reach 7 months, Otilo,
That's some information.
you're on your own. That's very, very interesting.
Like this,
So please don't suffer in silence. Let's together, because we can complain that the government is not working. Let's do our part. He's just told us that the system works. Trust the system. So let's test it. Test it, and for all it's worth, let's see. And if you do try it and it works for you, please come back to this page. Let us know that it has worked for you, so we know that we are adding value to you. Again, thank you very much, Mr. Folabi. Till we see you in the next edition.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Bro.
Baba Fu.
Thanks.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah,
Thanks
too
a lot.
much.
All right, guys. Thank you.
All right. Subscribe.